yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check three.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Great 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They run with Breida. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to cut it back right. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 71 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Funches has it complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go. Waiting.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, watch this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
65. 57. Check 49. You draw quarter. Crouch. Check 4.
This is Breida. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd
Mike,
and goal.
53. Mike. That's a run. They're running it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let's go. Great. Check, 53's Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Hey, team 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Give me that ball, defense. Smooth. Give me that ball, defense.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Stop your whining. Check it back. Pistol. Watch the General West. Watch the ship. Hatchet.
Now Howard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
180. Watch the slip. Show it up.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Seahawks first down.
Check. 180. Come on. Double time. Everyone got 4 down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the
Ito Smith, his first carry. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
regular. Topper.
And Mayfield just getting the play on. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Smith trying to run for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jared Reed, his second sack of the night.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Go. 180. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 52.
Play action. Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
33 yards that time. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
180. He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the grab by Croft. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the shotgun, Breida. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here comes Grant on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds his target, Fuller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4. And it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Wentz will keep it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Switch gears, switch gears. Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
They run for it with Breida. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check nine.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Get that ball. Switch. Check. Jet bomber.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here I come again.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guy accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ito Smith, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
50 seconds, come on. 50 seconds, come on. Wrap. Hey, alert. 50 seconds, Mike 57.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. This one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Alert 3. Check 24.
On play action, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Cleveland Farrell bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breida. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert, alert! Hey, echo!
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
I got it!
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's a what? Check three. Shit. Deuce. Watch,
Point it right. Up. Hey, wahoo! I got it!
Back to throw. It's complete. Stills. A very solid gain of 27. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
57. Squeeze, double.
Hey, Foxtrot!
Check Mike 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Regular!
57.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Philadelphia, they close out this first half at a very solid 6 and 2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when attack like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I